to play your own game. Cover it up, don't let them know what you're thinking. I bet you never tell them how it feels.
What's up, y'all? It's your favorite girl, Caitlin Patrice, back again with another video. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. Yeah, so let's get it. Today's video is going to be about my job. I work at Amazon's fulfillment center. As you can see, I do want to say before I start the video that these are my experiences and like my point of view of working at Amazon. This video is going to be positive. Every job has its pros and cons, don't get me wrong, but I really hope you guys enjoy this video. I mean, I know for me getting the job, I use YouTube a lot regarding the interview process and everything, so I hope this like helps y'all out. But before I start, make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel right now. I'm giving you a chance. Subscribe. Okay, let's continue. So if y'all see me looking at my phone, I have my little list so I can stay on track. So first I want to start off by saying that I was a college hire. I graduated from Bethune-Cookman University, yes, May 2020, and I had a LinkedIn. I'm sure y'all know about LinkedIn. If you don't, Google it, make you one, you're welcome. So I had a LinkedIn profile and a recruiter DM'd me regarding Amazon. Mind you, y'all, this happened back in August 2020. The recruiter DM'd me, and I'm not even gonna lie, y'all, at first I thought it was a scam. I'm sorry. If you be on LinkedIn, people be sending you messages, and it be weird stuff sometimes, you know. So, you know, I seen it, but I like kept on. Then I went back to it. I said, you know what, let me message him back. So it was legit, you know. The man, he was very nice, you know, and I did the application. And then after you do the application, you have to do an assessment. I did the assessment. I'm not even gonna lie, the assessment had me thinking, you know, it wasn't no walk in the park, okay? But I eventually finished it, you know. After that, I got an email regarding a time to set up my interview. Now, they gave me like a lot of times, so I picked the earliest interview because that's just me. I want to get it out of the way. When the interview came, it was like 3 interviews. But I will say, I did prep for my interview. I went on Amazon. I went on YouTube, and like YouTube helped me a lot because I found out about the STAR method. I found out like all these little cute tips. Good. I found out about all these little good tips that helped me, you know, get ready. So I had like wrote down my notes. I wrote down like scenarios of like things, because I mean, with any job they're gonna ask you about your experience in the past. I wrote down past jobs. I wrote down my leadership roles from college, all stuff. I kind of like wrote myself out a little guide to like study and like be ready and prepared, you know. How they said, oh, stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. Hello. So on your interview, you have 3 interviews. The first one is like a basically telling you how the day was gonna go and how the interviews are gonna go, all type of things. So then you have the 2 interviews, ask you the same questions basically, but it's really, to me, from my point of view, I feel like they just want to see how you think and how you answer questions. Like, are you quick on your feet, you know, because you're going to be over like people, and they want to see how you think about certain situations, and if you have leadership skills, you know, things like that. Like if you've ever been like in a tough situation, how did you get out of it, things like that, you know. So then after your interview, mind you, my interview was virtual. I'm gonna say that by the way, it was virtual, I believe because of the pandemic, but it was virtual, and it made me feel so much better though, because it was more like I was more calm, you know. I don't know, I like the virtual thing. But after the interview, they tell you to wait like 2 weeks. But when I tell you, it wasn't even 2 weeks, y'all. Like, I would say probably like 3 to 4 days later, I got my offer letter. And so then from that point on, it tells you like what you're going to be getting paid, you know, telling you how everything's going to go, all this stuff. Make sure you read it now. Don't be skimming over and signing your life away. Know what you're signing up for. But anyways, so you read your offer letter and then you have to accept. They give you a certain amount of days to accept. You accept it, and then so once that happens, I believe after I got my offer letter, I did my you rank your cities, basically the fulfillment centers. You rank them in order, like where you would want to go. I know me, I had just moved to Orlando, so Orlando was at the top of my list, and then I put like Tampa, Miami, then I put Fort Myers. That's where I'm from, but I really didn't want to go back home. But you know, I just put them up there, and then it's like all these, I would say maybe it was probably maybe like 25 cities altogether. I did rank them from where you most likely want to go to where you least likely want to go. So then once you do that, they ask you, when would you like to start? I know for me, I had from January 4th, 2021 to September 2021. I picked January 4th, 2021 because it's a pandemic, your girl got bills, I needed my coins, okay? Now, for me, I had just graduated in May, so I wasn't working like those months. So from May to January, I wasn't working. So that's why I felt like it was okay to start work as soon as the new year came, because I mean, it's time. I mean, I had enough break from college, you know. After you graduate, you want a little break. I had that. I was ready to work as soon as the new year came, and I'm so glad I did. So after all of that, you know, I ranked my cities. I picked the future start date that I wanted, which was January 4th, and then I waited. And so then I finally got an email saying that, you know, that would be my start date and that I got chosen for Orlando. And I was so happy, y'all. I don't know why I was so worried, but I was happy because I didn't want to, you know, move or anything. Even though if you move, they do help you with relocation, which I thought is very nice, but I need to stay home. Well, not home, but I need to stay within Florida because my family is in Fort Myers and I can get to them if anything happens. So this works for me. But anywho, moving on. So January 4th came, and basically I went to the site, picked up my laptop. You make your passwords, you make all this stuff for your laptop. You get your walkie-talkie, and it's basically like, you know, like how the week is going to go in the next week. So our first week we had virtual training, so that's all we did for that week. I would wake up early in the morning from like 8:30 to 5:30. I was on the computer just doing training. We had break times and everything, but I'm telling you, that training was like, you had to be into it, you know. It was a lot, but I really liked it when we had our case studies. They team you up with these people from like all over the world, so I like that because like you kind of build a bond with people you don't even know, but like, you know, they give you different tips and stuff, so it really works out. So then the next week we went to the site. So each day we learned a different process. So the first day, I believe it was stow. Second day was pick, I believe, yeah. Third day was pack. Fourth day was ship dock, yeah. And then our fifth day it was a short day. We just worked in our process path, which is pick. So I'm in pick, that's why I said pick. But yeah, so then also that day you meet like all the site leaders and managers, y'all all on the call, you meet them, you know. It was really nice, you know. Say a little about yourself, and like, to me, they welcome you to the team. So then after that, after those 2 weeks of training, then the next week you start your schedule. That's my second week of training. So after that Friday when we were on site, we found out about the shift we would be working, and I got I got RT shift, which is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I work 12-hour shifts. Yeah. So I have 4 days off and I work 3 days. Yeah. Some things you just gotta laugh about, okay? It's like, it's pros and cons to it, because I feel like, you know, we don't get to choose our schedules. It's just, hey, this is the schedule you want, make it work. You know, apartment I am in is called Pick, and I am on RT shift. RT shift is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and they are 12-hour shifts. And I will say, yeah, 12 hours, more like 13 and a half, more like my shift is like 5:30 to 7:15. a.m. Yeah, so yeah, that's my shift. Now I will say, you know, like I said, it's pros and cons. I'm not even gonna lie, when I first heard my shift, I was like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Okay, because yes, it's only 3 days, but those 3 days are long. I'm telling you, it feels like you working 5 days. I'm sorry. It's like soon as you think it's time to go home, you look at the time and it's like just 12 midnight, and I'm like, bruh, like, how I'm gonna do this? But yeah, like, I think that was my biggest thing. Was, well, that's one of my biggest things. I have two biggest things. The biggest thing is the shift that I got placed on, and the fact that I'm working through COVID, because I feel like inside it's so many people, you know, like, it is so many people, and I really do be worried sometimes, like, yeah. But I will say shout out to Amazon, because they are taking like the best measures, that they don't play inside. You better be 6 feet. They got the security guards walking around saying 6 feet. Everybody gotta have a mask on, you know. Testing people are always there, so I do feel safe. But you know, you're gonna always have that feeling like, dang, like, it's a lot of people in this building, you know. But at first I was kind of like, oh, well, I'm on a night shift, oh my gosh. But honestly, I love my team. You know, I am the only girl, but I love my team. Like, we're already close, you know. And I don't know, I just feel like I was placed there for a reason, you know. I will say night shift is like way more chill. I will say that. I have no problems. Like, now that, like, when I said the first month it was a struggle, but now, I mean, I just get up and I go, you know. You know, you have those jobs where you're like, man, I gotta go to work today. I gotta go to work. I'm never like that. I get up, I'm ready. You know, I'm ready to start my day, get there, start my shift. I'm ready to see my associates. Like, I'm ready. A big pro for me is that I have 4 days off. Like, I'm sorry, that 4 days off, y'all, I feel like I can catch a flight Sunday evening and be back Wednesday. You feel me? Like, I really like the 4 days off. Like, that's why I be like, man, those 3 days ain't nothing, because I got 4 days off and I love it. I will say it came with a lot of adjusting to, like, well, did I say that right? Yeah, I guess so. I had to adjust, like, my schedule with things, because, like, I would, like, go hang with my friends a lot. So I work on the weekends now, and you know, like, a normal schedule, people work throughout the week and have the weekends off. So now, like, my friends will be at work and I'll be off. It's weird, you know, you're gonna miss some things, but that's life. I mean, we get like vacation days and personal days and stuff like that, but it's really not like, it ain't no job you can just, oh, I'm calling out. That's not the case. Like, you gonna go to work. That's just that. Which I think is good, because I mean, you only got 3 days. Well, for me, I only have 3 days. I got to be really sick or something to not attend work, you know. But yeah, I think that was one of the biggest things too, is like, some stuff you're gonna miss out on. You can't go to every concert, you can't go to every function you want to go to with your friends, this and that, because you gotta work. And so that's like a big con. But I mean, at the same time, it is what it is. I mean, I gotta make these coins, okay? But honestly, I love my job. Yeah, like I tell anybody, like, if you not always work, but if you got a passion to work, you know, you want your life to be a certain way, or you know, you got bills to pay or whatever. But to me, like, this is my first big girl job. You know, I've always worked, always had a good job or whatever, but this is my first like salary job, and I'm really happy, because for me to be fresh out of college, I'm getting paid really good money, and I thank God for that. Hello. So my honest opinion is, I love the job. For me, like I keep saying, any job gonna have pros and cons. What's for me may not be what's for you, but for me, I love it. You know, the schedule was a biggie to get used to, but I did, you know. I have no problem with that. COVID, you know, it's here, it's real, you know. But long as I wear my mask, hand sanitizer, Amazon has testing inside of the building, so I feel really safe. So as an area manager, we basically are overseers of our associates. It is a lot of work, like computer, yeah, like you do some computer stuff, you do all type of things, but our main focus is the associates. We also have a process assistant who like helps us out with things, basically like make sure the floor is running well. And your process assistant, I know for me, is like my best friend at work because they help you with everything. It's like you have a team. What's a teammate? Yeah, I say like a teammate. You have a teammate like who really like in your corner. Y'all discussing things as far as the team goes, things like that. And so it works out. I mean, I love it. I mean, you're gonna have those associates that test you, but I feel like those are the ones, like what I love about Amazon, they don't call nobody problems or anything problem, it's opportunities. And I love that. It's gonna show through you, what kind of manager are you? Are you gonna turn that person around? Are you gonna work with them? You know? So I love working with my associates. I literally just got them like last week, but I had already like started like getting to know them or whatever before I got my own personal team. So now I'm like really focused on, okay, how can I make them better associate? Like my biggest question to them was, oh, as an AM, what can I do for you? You know, you do that. You make people, you know, some people just want to be heard. So make sure you listen to associates and make sure you be there for them. You know, a lot of people have been getting hired through the college hiring, like the recruiting off of LinkedIn, or they come into the schools. And I just want to say, I feel like the transition from like college to like this job is like, this is real. Like this is not no play job. You need to go in here and mean business. And like that's why I tell people, like when people ask me for my advice, I'd be like, if you're not serious about it, don't go. Like, I mean, the ones who just want to, because, you know, some people just want to go make money just for now, or, you know, just some quick money. But it's not that. This is like a career job. So, yeah, like, make sure you, like, really understand what you're signing up for. Because I'm not even going to lie. You know, I knew it was a big job, like a big role. But once I really started working in the role, I'm like, wow. Like, it's people in there who look up to you and you don't even realize it, you know. And at first I'm like, you know, I am young, so I kind of felt like, you know, how are people gonna look up to me and I'm young? But it's how you carry yourself too, you know. If you're a leader, that's just in you, you know. You can go around the world saying you're a leader, but until you have those actions, it really don't matter. So I feel like if you really like to a point in your life, you're like, you know what, I need me a really good job, a really good place to start in a career field or anything, this is the job for you. Like if you're gonna go to work and you like meeting people and, you know, making a difference, this is the job for you. Yes, it is a lot of work, it is hard work, but I mean, I love it. I mean, the shifts, they're not easy. You know, I will say my shift is 12 hours because I'm on the RT shift, which is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But they have other shifts, like day shifts. I think it's 10 hours. What is it? Front half night system. I think it's 10-hour shifts. My shift is the only shift that's 12 hours, which is RT shift. But, you know, regardless, it is long hours. But I feel like after a while, we will get used to it. You know, you can do it. I'm telling y'all, anybody, you can do it, honestly. If you put, you know, if you put your mind to it, you can do it. I really feel like sometimes we let our thoughts ruin things. But honestly, I'm gonna tell you in the beginning, I'm like, man, that first day, y'all, the first day we working my shift, that first Thursday, I was in that break room like, man, I don't want to go home. But I got up and I went again. And that's what you do. You keep going. You keep getting up. You keep getting up and going. Getting up and going. And then you start getting used to it. And you're like, man, I got this. Look, the 12 hours still long, but sometimes I be walking out happy because it didn't feel like 12 hours. It's a mind thing. If I don't think it's 12 hours, it ain't gonna be 12 hours, okay? That's what it is. But I love my job. I'm pretty sure it's more things I can go in depth on, but I didn't want to do like no 30-minute video. You know, I try to keep it, you know, short, simple, sweet. If you guys have any more questions, comments, drop them below. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe to this video. And I really hope you guys like take something away from this video. You know, with any job there's gonna be pros and cons. I think also we have to be careful with what we watch. in what we take it into our mind. That makes sense. Yeah, because it's like, if you keep watching like negativity stuff about it, you're gonna be like, man, you're gonna make yourself feel like, okay, you know what, I ain't gonna do that. But honestly, like I tell people, everybody's experience is different, you know. I did the same thing. I did YouTube, trying to study, but you know, I went in there with a clear mind. Like, you know what, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna add something to the team. Whatever team I get put on, I'm gonna be a light to the team. And that's what I did. And I love my team, you know. So I wish everyone the best. You know, if you're thinking about applying, if you already applied, if you got the offer, congrats. You got it. You got this, you know, and we can do it, you know. Let me stop playing. But thank y'all for tuning in. It's always a pleasure. Y'all know it. And make sure y'all subscribe and like and comment and share. But thank y'all. Your favorite girl, Caitlin Patrice, is